What's going on, everyone? Tonight we're at Epcot and we're gonna see Luminous here at Epcot, and also get to try some of the holidays or Festival of the Holidays food. And it's gonna be a lot of fun, exciting. Crystal and Bryson are also here hanging out with us for a little bit, so let's go have some fun.
So World Celebration is now open, and this is our first time seeing it, but we're in line to go get a picture with the Walt statue. I thought maybe it was kind of silly, but it is actually really cute and it's in a nice little spot, so I'm excited to get the picture. And I do like this little area. It's like, you know, nothing major, but it's cute.
It's really crazy to think of how much space has been under construction for so long, because you know, walking from where the actual statue is all the way up to here, I keep thinking like, oh, I'm gonna see the, you know, the holiday stuff that's up at the next like little planter area, and yet there's like more space that just keeps showing up, and it's crazy to think that like how much square footage has been gone for so long. But it's really nice, and it's really great. You guys can see it's a little busy. It's a Friday night here, so there's a lot of locals, including everybody who's vacationing. And it's cool just to see the stuff it's actually finally coming along after so many years. But yeah, so let's keep exploring Epcot, because today we're doing Festival of the Holidays.
No, Luminous.
In Festival of the Holidays, Josh needs to get his Thanksgiving meal that he didn't get yet this year. So back to America we go. Yeah, it's crazy to see just how much space here has been reopened in Epcot.
It is crazy.
So what were you just saying? You're not here for Festival of the Holidays?
I'm not here for Festival of the Holidays. This is actually my least favorite of the festivals. Flower and Garden's my favorite, then Food and Wine, then Festival of the Arts, then Festival of the Holidays. I am here for Luminous. And let me tell you, I was obsessed with Harmonious. I'd listen to the music and cry on the rare occasion. So, Luminous better live up to Harmonious standards. We're gonna find out later.
Oh, it's nice to see that there's some merchandise being sold again up here at the front of the park. So the first stop, if you couldn't guess, here at
My
Festival
first
of
stop
Holidays.
almost every single time. Mexico. If they got a tostada, I'm coming over here. That's how it goes.
Oh, that is one big tostada.
Yeah, it is. Yum,
and
yum.
a churro.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited about the churro. I haven't had it. We were actually just talking about this. We have not had a churro since we were in Barcelona. So definitely don't think that can compare. But I do like a good theme park cinnamon and sugar churro. And this is a dulce de leche churro with cinnamon and sugar on it. And then this is a chorizo tostada. It's got salsa verde, some of the cheese, black beans, and some like pickled onions. I love these.
No fork.
I want this.
No
No fork.
No plasticware. Going all in.
What did you get that for? You're not even gonna eat all that.
Oh, too bad for Taylor.
Oh no.
So I think Char Chop is kind of new.
I do not remember it, but I feel like I never get to come to Festival of the Holidays.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know if we really came last year, but it definitely wasn't here like 2 years ago, I don't think. So Char Chop. So we've got some Impossible things, which I always love to try. And then we've got basically cured meats here, sliced up. This is like Taylor's go-to thing. So I'm kind of surprised that she didn't want to get this from here, but I don't think she really knew what it was.
This menu was not loading on the app for me.
So this is Impossible Spicy Sausage. It's got some polenta in it with some like other vegetables. This looks like sour cream, something. Well, all right, we're gonna try this Impossible Spicy Sausage. The sausage, I think, is gonna be kind of like hit and miss as far as like, is it gonna be a little dry? Is it still gonna be moist? It is definitely raining right now, which really stinks. I saw an umbrella and I was like, should I bring that? But we didn't. But it's good.
You can't go wrong with this.
Definitely can't go wrong with this.
Go wrong with that.
Cured meats, you don't need a fork Wow, Taylor's so jealous right now. Look at this.
You know,
oh,
I like prosciutto. So
oh
like,
man.
I'm not understanding what
Oh, wait, hold on.
thought process here.
Let me do this because it's got the mustard seeds on it. Some arugula. Oh, that looks good. We'll throw a little bit of prosciutto on there too.
Okay.
On the bread. It's pretty good. I mean, cured meats, good slices, nice and salty. Could it be prepackaged from Publix? Maybe. So back here in Germany, we found some of the Festival of the Holidays actual merchandise. Looks like they got some good stuff. They got some cups and ornaments. They've got some handbags and the Spirit jersey. Over here is the Bavaria booth. And this is probably one of the longest lines that I have seen in a really long time, specifically for a booth. It is just wrapping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I don't even think that this one has that great of food, but maybe it's just something that people know the most. There is even a line to get into the caramel popcorn, kind of, not a stand, it's a building. We're looking at the menu here for Tuscany. And we've got what are called the dolce pizza, which is basically just donut holes that have cinnamon sugar on them. The montaneras look pretty good, which are basically the fried pizza doughs. It does look like it might be stuffed, but that looks pretty good. You gonna get anything, Taylor?
Are you getting something?
I don't know. Depends on if you're gonna get something.
Are you getting anything?
Probably not.
We can keep going.
Okay. And speaking of, Tuscany also has a pretty long line. So I think we're gonna skip it, just like Taylor said. So as we approach the kind of amphitheater, stadium, whatever you want to call this back here in American Adventure Pavilion, there's a super long line of people that goes way, way back towards Italy. And that is for the Candlelight Processional. Now what I will say is that like all of these people don't necessarily have guaranteed seating. So the best way to go about this when you're going to see the Candlelight Processional is to do a dining seating experience or whatever they call it, which is basically where you book a dining reservation that's paired with Candlelight Processional and you have guaranteed seating in a certain spot. So we're back in American Adventure Pavilion, and this is the kind of classic Thanksgiving holiday meal, American style, obviously, because it's back here in American Adventure Pavilion, which is slow roasted turkey, stuffing, gravy, green beans, that kind of stuff. And one of my favorite things to get. And really, I love the video that I made years ago, which is where I came over here all by myself because Taylor had to work, so I kind of had to spend Thanksgiving by myself. So I came over here and had a meal just for me. And at the time, it was only $5. What is it now? $6.25. Slow roasted turkey, stuffing, really garlic, buttery mashed potatoes, some onion straws, and green beans. So not a lot of any one individual thing, but it's still a pretty decent sized dish, I think, for $6.25. You know, especially for like the holidays. And I mean, I think it's still a good meal, you know. Well worth it if you're missing the holiday spirit of a traditional American family meal at the time of the holidays. Beholds the gingerbread man. Another thing is, like in the past, I've always done like the cookie stroll. Didn't really feel like it was really necessary to do that this year. Mainly because like Disney doesn't actually make any of these cookies. All of these cookies are like made off-site, they ship them in, and then they like just bring them out and they make them look a little bit nicer. So, but I can tell you, he feels pretty light, not super crunchy. Off with his head. Good ginger flavor. A little bit, dry and dense, but that's how gingerbread cookies are. So, all in all, I am satisfied with the American Pavilion here and the food. It's pretty good.
Thanksgiving dinner.
In my little Thanksgiving dinner, all by myself, because Taylor's not eating any. All by myself. We are now going to try and attempt to make our way through the rest of World Showcase here. I know it's a little bit shaky, but you can just see, I mean, like, it is just a sea of people. It feels a little bit like New Year's for just how busy it is.
It's
New Year's
close.
is busier.
New Year's is way busier.
But it is still pretty busy.
We're on the brink.
I mentioned earlier the standby line. So this line right here where you see everybody.
Should be the dining package.
Yeah, this is the dining package side. So all of these people who are over here and in this line, they're guaranteed to get seats. So if you want to see the show, you want to see Candlelight Processional, be guaranteed a seat, not have to wait.
We recommend doing a dining package.
Yeah, I would recommend doing this dining package. I mean, even though this line is long, all of these people who are part of a dining package will get to sit in the theater and eat,
and
watch the show. Well, we found Crystal and Bryson.
Oh, we sure did. We found some drinks too.
These are good.
It's a frozen, well, they call it a frozen hot chocolate martini, but technically it's not hot, so it's just a frozen chocolate martini. Very good.
It's really good.
It's got, I think it's Grey Goose vanilla. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
And then regular vodka, because it's a martini, so lots of vodka. And then some chocolate
I thought it was just chocolate milk.
and frozen.
Frozen chocolate milk?
Yeah.
A little Elsa magic. Even though we're in France, she's not from there.
All right, so we're making our way back up towards the front of the park here. We want to go check out the new creation area at night and see if we can see some of the lights in the ground all lit up. Kind of nice to be back here at nighttime and get to explore a little bit of the park.
These white lines on the ground from earlier, they light up. I didn't realize that. I haven't looked at anything since before we came, so. That's really cool. Oh, photo pass. So these lights on the ground here are really cool. I do like them, but it's not the same nostalgia of the old little lights that used to come up in the ground, the little twinkle lights. There was like one by Intervention over there, and then there was some in the ground like walking up towards Spaceship Earth. Those were iconic. This is still cool, but it's not the same.
For $10.50 here at Epcot's Festival Holidays, you can have your very own tasting of Riesling from the Moselle region. That is barely a 2-ounce pour. Riesling is fantastic. Disney should be ashamed of themselves
For charging that much.
I mean that's pretty ridiculous.
Did you look up
the bottle of Riesling is probably between
of that brand in particular?
is probably between like $16 and $20. I can't get it to pull up, but essentially we drink a lot of Riesling. I don't want to say I'm super familiar with it, but not an expensive bottle of Riesling. $10.50 for this is just really sad. I almost was about to go back and ask for when she got hers first. I almost was about to turn around and be like, I wonder if I can go get my money back.
Wait, you should cheers them. Don't drink them yet.
Cheers!
Wait. Hold on.
Pretty much, it literally is just
It's like a sip.
It's a shot, and it's really
Can
unfortunate.
I taste it?
Yeah, you can have the little taste that's left. So we are now hanging out. What time is it? 7:50.
On the dot.
And we're waiting for
Luminous.
what will hopefully be the next best show at Epcot.
I don't know. It's got a lot to live up to from Harmonious.
Welcome to the Great Gathering.
like I'm really being put on the spot here. But we just watched Luminous. What were you calling it earlier?
Lemonious.
Lemonious. So we just watched Luminous. I'm still enjoying the music that's like playing around after the show. I really liked it. I liked it more than I thought I was going to. Because I liked Illuminations when it was here. I was obsessed with Harmonious when it was here. Epcot Forever in between just did not do it for me. Yeah, but Epcot Forever just didn't do it for me. So I was a little skeptical because I feel like the time from when they announced this to the time that we got it was a very short span. But they must have been working on this for longer than that short period of time because it is good. So it's very much like, I would say, original Epcot thought process coming into this. There's like some original songs, but there's also like some Disney songs in there from movies, and maybe some little bit more obscure songs that you wouldn't think about, because Crystal and I actually had to look up 2 of them to see what movies they were from. But I really liked it. Lots of fireworks, and they were good. And I do, listen, you're never gonna get that original Illuminations where all the fireworks shoot in. Like, that was just iconic. But they do that a few times, and you know, you have to do that at Epcot. They can never not do that if this lake is here. So, lagoon, whatever you wanna call it. 2 thumbs up.